Hi, this is Jim Creamer with Keller Williams Realty in Newport Beach. I wanted to just give you a quick run through of the CyberCMA report that comes with the listing book account, your free listing book account. CMA stands for Comparative Market Analysis. It's a tool that can be used by both buyers and sellers to get a better idea of the activity and prices and reality of prices in a particular neighborhood and specifically on a particular property. So for example, if you're a seller, this comparative market analysis report will give you a good idea of where your property sits as far as the listed price in relation to other properties that have sold or are currently listed in your neighborhood. It's also a good tool for buyers to get a better idea of where they should be making their offers, what price they should be making their offers at on any particular property. Now I can email this to you. This is an example of the emailed report that you'd received from me, and let's just go through it real quick and take a look at some of the components of the report. The summary page basically shows all active comps, meaning properties that are listed, properties that are in escrow. That's what these P's stand for. And then properties that have sold, and then provide some additional data regarding these properties. Now when I take a look at this, let's zoom in and take a look. We have active comps with an average list price of $663,000, and the seller's kind of target on this property is to sell it for $750,000. Okay, so active listings in the neighborhood 663,000, average days on market 93. If we look at sold comparables, they actually sold at a higher average price and were on the market for a shorter period of time. What this is basically saying is that properties that did sell were selling higher for a shorter period of time, and the market looks like it may have slowed down a little bit, and the prices are actually looking like they're coming down. But that's something that we can dig into deeper as we get into more detail on your particular property. And let's go take a look at the sales trends. Now what this report section is going to do is basically give you an idea of where most of the properties price points are. The bulk of the properties in this neighborhood are selling for between $600,000 to $658,000, and there's been a lot of activity over the last 12 months, and it's picked up in the most recent quarter. And then the target price for this particular listing, properties in this price range, not a lot of activity recently. So it again goes to support the previous summary page showing the trend of property prices in the neighborhood. Next page, area trends. Two graphs. One shows active listings compared to sold listings over the last 12 months in each of these price ranges. And then the other one shows listings time on market for properties in the immediate area versus properties within a 5-mile radius. And then finally, the pricing report, which I find interesting, shows the interest of buyers at market value, above market value, and below market value. And then based on our price analysis, shows the range of properties that have sold, the active listing price of properties in the area, and then where the subject lies in comparison. So the subject's listing price is on the higher end in this particular case, and then we're seeing trends of properties going for lower than this price. Now the report also shows all the comparables that were used so that you can get a better idea of these properties that were used in the analysis. And so all the pages of comparables that were used are included in the report. Now the other thing that I wanted to point out too is that when it comes to pricing, keep in mind that you can use the rate as part of your strategy to either make a competitive offer on the property or list the property at a higher price, and still offer a buyer a competitive transaction that will actually save them money in comparison to other properties, similar properties in the neighborhood. So as the licensed mortgage loan originator and realtor, I offer that part of the loan part of the transaction for free as part of my services. So please ask me about that. But this is basically how the Cyber CMA looks. If you want one of these on a property that you're looking at or on your own particular property, don't hesitate to ask me. You can either email me, phone me, contact me through the ListingBook interface. I'm happy to produce one of these for you and shoot it back to you over the email.